This is My Health Quiz. It's a mobile app designed to get people interested in information about wellness, identifying gaps within their own wellness behavior, and then helping them manage the actions to take to address those gaps. This is the homepage. You see a couple of things you'll see on every page. So on the top here, you'll see a title bar. It includes this toggle to go back and forth between English and Spanish. So every page has that. So heading over to Spanish, back to English. And then at the bottom you have a toolbar, so you have a backup, you have search, coach, to do, and a home page. These buttons do similar things on this home page that the larger buttons do. So let me describe those very briefly. Create a personal plan is really the meat of the app itself. So this allows you to create a to-do list of things that you could do to get or stay healthy. So as you go through the process, you're going to answer questions, identify gaps, create a to-do list, and then manage it. Test what you know is really the thing that we think people will get attracted to first. So this is something to challenge a new user, a quick quiz that hopefully gets them interested in moving further and going on and creating a personal plan. So it's brief, shows previous user scores, so they have something to sort of compare themselves against, and hopefully gets them interested. There's a basic search, and that search works against all the health finder information, the basic information, the actions to take, and also the news articles for the past year. So let's start with the test. So this will give you the idea of what this looks like. This is brief, as I said. This is the first question of 12. You see what the scores the previous users have gotten. So only 27% have gotten this question correct in the past. How often should you have your blood pressure checked? And it gives you immediate feedback as soon as you answer the question. So I've answered this one correctly. If I want to see more information about that, I can. So as I said, this is really a quiz to get people interested so they move on, hopefully, to creating a to-do list for themselves. So let's go to the coaching process. Here we see that this is a returning user, so they've already indicated that they're male, 45 years old. They've done some of these questions already. So, for example, in health conditions and diseases, they've answered 7 out of 10 questions. And there's 6 different categories. And I'm going to, since we haven't answered any nutrition and physical activity, I'm going to start there. So I jump in, and this is a little bit different. The questions are really related to your own behavior, not right or wrong questions, but whether you do certain things. So in this case, it's a healthy diet can help protect you from heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and some types of cancer. And you're to answer whether you follow a healthy diet. And if you don't know what that is, you can, of course, click on this, get a brief summary of what a healthy diet looks like. Also, that's available down at the bottom along with the actions to take for this specific topic. So based on that review, I can say, you know what, I sometimes follow a healthy diet. So by answering that way, I get a pop-up to ask me, do I want to add some actions to my to-do list? In other words, I have a gap in my sort of wellness behavior, and so do I want to identify things that I can do to actually do something about it? So these are, again, from the Health Finder information, and can click these off and they become part of your to-do list. So let me just click the first one here, click OK. So let me go to the to-do list now that we've done that. And again, this is basically just a list of the to-do actions that this person has identified based on the questions that they've answered already. So we see the first one on here, keep a food diary. You can see the detail behind that. You can go in and actually add things to this action item. You can create notes for yourself for this thing. Create a reminder if you want to receive an email and as a reminder to say that you need to do something with this. You can do that. You can post an accomplishment. So if you want to, you have some accomplishment that you've made related to this action, you can post to Facebook or Twitter. So quick going into that, you see that this gives you a wall post, and so you can key something in here and have that post to your wall. Let me cancel out of here. And let me go back. You can also mark this complete and cancel out of the function or delete the action altogether. We also have a search function. Let me show you that very quickly from the home page. So as I said, this looks up against all the Health Finder basic information, actions to take, and news articles for the past year. So I might be interested in something like, pregnancy and alcohol. So I'm trying to find out, okay, what are the rules for uh, drinking alcohol during pregnancy? So I click on that and I see there's two topics here that relate to that. There might be, depending on how much detail you provide, you may get 20 different things here. If you're very specific, you may only get a couple. This was fairly specific, so you can click on these and see the detail behind them. That's about all the time we have. Thanks very much. Thank you.